Time to come in. I'm about to send out this black signal for all those that might want to join us on the air or whatever. It is time. It is time. It is time. Gather round the new campfire that we call the internet. Let's build, family. Let's build. Let's go and put on some music for the night. God damn. Right. Put your hands in the sky. It's time. It's time for Gye-Nyame 30. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. What's up, family? Hey, it is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Actually, it's 9:05 and so many seconds. It is real life here at Gye-Nyame Journey, and we are up kicking it, and I just want to make sure that everybody know that we are in the house. We are in the house. I'm posting up links right now, letting people know that the lines are open. We are about to do some serious wisdom mining, and I'm like, yo, tonight we're gonna have some serious conversation because some stuff is in the works. I got the family is on it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we're preparing for the Malcolm X Revolutionary Festival. We're also preparing for this this mall that's popping up. Our next step, you know what I'm saying, in developing that marketplace that we was talking about. And family, it's about to get serious. It's about to get serious around here. I need y'all to understand. We're not playing here at Gye-Nyame Journey. I want y'all to understand. We're not playing. We're not playing. We're not playing. So, we got some surprises brewing for the Malcolm X Revolutionary Festival, right? You know, but I put the word out, and we got people. We got people reaching out to people, and I know some of y'all gonna be pissed, but I don't give a damn. We don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? It's just so, it's just so hot. It's just like, I'm like, yeah. Because I was trying to go one direction, and everything was blocking me and getting that direction. But I said, let's go another direction so that we can really, really do some real building and really, really get this festival to be off the hook and really make it something that the vendors will want to show up for. Make it something that the community want to come out for. Who can I bring? Who can I bring that will put that fire? You know what I'm saying? Put that fire on your ass to get you out. And I said, I'm sitting in my car, I'm thinking about it. I said, so I called my people, and we gonna make it happen. We're going to make it happen with your help, family. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a community thing. We're going to make it happen. And I'm like, yo, I just can't. I'm just so excited. I want to tell y'all so bad. I want to say it so bad. I might say it by the end of the show. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm really going to need everybody's help to make this happen. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be it's going to be more than a penny. It's going to be more than a pretty penny, but I know we could do it because we did it for Kwanzaa. We did it for last year's festival. I'm just looking really, really forward to it. And I think between now and May, we do these malls. Y'all support movie night and stuff like that. We can make it happen. We can make it happen because if we make this happen, Lord knows who we're going to be able to bring by Kwanzaa time. Lord knows. You know, the sky's the limit. Actually, the sky's the limit now. But after this, we in outer space. So, first off, I need to make sure that y'all understand you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty. And you know what we believe? Your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Come on, Anime, get it up. I know you tired, girl. Like, you get me up in the morning, we doing shows at night, brother. I'm not getting enough. So hang in there, girl. Our time is coming. Trust me. All right. This is a Heart of a Summer production. And of course, we are now on Tribal Quotes. We're going to strive. I'm trying to blow these old paradigms up so we can move to the next level of the game. I'm tired of being the capital of the game. I'm tired of being the money in Monopoly. I want to get a piece on the board because I know even coming from behind, I could win. One of the things that I noticed about myself, right? And I didn't notice it till I was too old. And I'm trying to make sure Cleveland start noticing stuff about himself. Always did the best when I was on the losing team because I was able to turn the losing team around. But when I got on the winning team, I was able to be lax and lazy because they was a winning team. But when I was on the losing team, I was able to rally the troops and turn that losing team into a winning team because that's what the fuck we do, right? That's what I do. You understand what I'm saying? Right now, I feel that we are in a losing position. And I love it. I love it because I can't let up. I can't let up, and I don't like to be last. I don't like to be beat. You know what I'm saying? At anything. At anything. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm on the losing team, I know that I am the one that can spark up the lion and the god and goddess and those people that surrounded me so that we go rally and bring a last minute victory. Hell with that. We going to the next game. We moving to the next game and whoop somebody's ass. Because all it takes is one game to turn a losing team into a winning team. Trust me on that shit. It only takes one good game where you get everybody listening. They don't hit no harder than you. They're not miracles. They don't float in the air and put their pants on. They put their pants on just like you. They practice just like we practice. They bleed just like we bleed. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to understand. If you don't believe in nothing else, believe that we can beat these dudes. We can win. All right, somebody called me on the line. Who this on the line? Oh, they hung up on me? Huh, who is it? Oh, it's Quasi. What's going on? I had to find a mute button. Oh, okay, it's cool. What's going on? We got Quasi Low up on the line. Like I said, I'm trying to wait for some of y'all to get in because I know some of y'all kind of slow. You know, I know we get on here. We on here kind of late, you know, for some of you old timers. And that's cool. You know, I'm an old timer too. So I'm not mad at you. I know that you need your beauty sleep and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to get that. But I just need you to know. that there's some nations that need to be built. And there's some blocks that need to be moved and stacked properly. Somebody need to do the measurements. We need the mathematicians and the scientists to show us how to stack them. You know what I'm saying? We need those scientists that can show us how to put that cement together. You understand what I'm saying? To make this thing go down, to make it happen. We need those strong men and strong women that's able to push the blocks right into the proper place. We need those astronomers and astrologers to be able to look at the stars and see if we aligning it right. We all hands on deck. All hands on deck. You know what I'm saying? If you down, let me know. Let's build. Cause all this other, I don't see my show up on YouTube. What's going on Facebook? Are we up? Are we streaming? Am I on Facebook? This don't seem right. I'm feeling negative.
I see you on Facebook. I reposted it on Facebook.
Okay, cool. So we on Facebook. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. It's nation building time. Sister Navita's in the house. Who else out there? I see y'all. I see we got some viewers out there. So go on, shout out. Let us know who's in the house so I can go and send some props up. Because it's me and Quasi right now. And who gonna call in? Call in lines 614-556-4535. The black line is open and it's waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? The black signal has went out. Where you at, black man? Where you at, black woman? Crime is going on in our city, and we got to go and stop this shit. What's going on? Because the conversation in this month for tonight, this is going to be life-changing. I'm telling you right now. So y'all better get ready, because these proverbs that I spotted off these morning, I had all this time to simmer on. All this polar vortex then came up over me, and the spirit of winter is on me right now. Death. You know what I'm saying? So you better come with I hope your guns is loaded, Quasi, because it's about to go down tonight. You understand what I'm saying? Because this shit is about to be hot.
I keep one in the chamber.
Oh, he could shit out. Damn, I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that comeback and shit. Now I'm scared. I'm shy now. You done scared me, Quasi. You supposed to be like, huh? This nigga said he got 2 in the chamber. I was just talking shit. But seriously, family. So get your water on, get your drinks on. We about to go into it. I'm about to read these 3 proverbs. Y'all see, I got my morning glass. I got my water. You know what I'm saying? My daughters brought my water, so let's go and get it. Where we at? Tribal quotes. For those that want to support the journey, you go to Gye-Nyame.com. That's how you spell it right there, Gye-Nyame Journey. You know what I'm saying? Gye-Nyame.com, all one word, right? This is the workbook. You look on the top tabs and click the tab to say Gye-Nyame Journey Workbook. You can take you straight to our book, Tribal Quotes. You're going to support the journey because we're going to have to raise a lot of dough because we're going to make this shit happen. We're going to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all, if y'all check Facebook, we already asked a question. As a matter of fact, I'm going to ask a question right here since Sister Navita already asked a question online. You know what I'm saying? We're thinking we want to bring Umar Johnson here to speak for the Malcolm X Revolutionary Festival. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Mr. Estes? Mr. Estes, nice to see you, man. But we want to bring Umar Johnson, right? And the question is, I mean, I know family gonna support regardless. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we're gonna have to raise a lot of dough to bring him here because I understand, right? I understand. But do y'all want to do that? You know what I'm saying? Actually, can we do that? Will we do that? You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm looking at some of the comments on the thread so far, and people like, no, and I'm like, come on now, family, let's do it. Let's do it. Because if you got questions for him, the best time to ask him questions is when he right here, right? Not on internet, not no internet beefing. Not you. If you got questions, you can ask him when he here. But he's a great speaker and he a cool dude. When we brought him here, I mean, brother he's a cool dude, and I'm like, yo, do y'all want to come see, or would y'all come to see, brother Umar Johnson, right? You can comment, leave it up here if you want to call in and talk about that while we talking about these quotes. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because my mind is cooking how to raise this money so that we can make that happen. No tickets. What I want to do is I want him to be the main speaker on the stage, just like we do every year at the Malcolm X Festival. I want to pack that whole area. I want to make it a vendor's dream. I want our children, when they get up and perform, I want them to be performing in front of a large, loving audience. I want to be able to bring on a live band afterwards that's going to be off the hook, so that when y'all know that when we are throwing some shit far as Gye-Nyame journey, you know what I'm saying, far as this village here, you know what I'm saying, that is going to be thorough. And I wanted something that everybody leaving there like, damn, I can't wait till next year. I can't wait to the next event. Where's the next event? When are they going to do that mall? Don't they do that mall every week? Come on now. I ain't fucking around with y'all. Here we go. We are on day 58. Day 58. Here are the 3 quotes. Feel free to call in. Call in number 614-556-4535. Once again, the number is 614-556-4535. Here we go. They who await no gifts from chance have conquered fate. That's from Matthew Arnold. Quote number 2, or proverb number 2. Nobody can hurt me without my permission. That's Mohandas Gandhi. Nobody can hurt me without my permission. Mohandas Gandhi. That is proverb 2, or quote 2. Third, that which do not shout. Oh, my fault. Let me say it right. That which did not shout for help, but waited patiently, died in the trap. When my mystic animals are on point. Whether y'all know it or not, a phoenix is also a thunderbird. And when she heard it, she was on point. That one is hot. That one is hot. That one will take the whole show. That which did not shout for help, but waited patiently, died in the trap.
Yeah, I know a lot of times it's like...
Hold on, they can't hear you. They can't hear you. It's the thunder. It's going down. She went off on it. I'm sorry. All right, girl, you getting a little bit... She excited about that one. She want to hear the conversation.
She just blew up everything.
Man, so what was you saying?
No, I was just saying, I know a lot of times you like to be kind of diplomatic and let somebody choose which one, but I think we all know which one we need to talk about tonight.
I kind of want to third one is kind of like closed mouths don't get fed. We're going to take a little bit farther. That's a good one too. That's one of those street ones. But I want to take this one to the depths. I don't want to start with it though, because I think, it's sort of like working out. You want to get warmed up. I'm trying to get warmed up. So Quasi, since you're the only one on the line right now, unless somebody out there, because we got people out there, somebody out there, pick a number between 1 and 2. I mean, it's like, damn, it's only 50-50 and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, actually, pick the one that those out there, pick the one that you want us to hit first. Because I'm trying to tell y'all right now, I don't think you want to pick number 3, because some people's feelings going to get hurt. Some of y'all going to be hurt. Like, Brother Hatim, you didn't have to come all out the pocket like that, Brother Hatim. You said who?
Be hurt.
Oh,
like, Brother Hatim, you didn't have to come all out the pocket like that, Brother Hatim.
Damn, I'm repeating myself. All right, I got to refresh the screen so we get up where we was. All right, Quasi, hold on. Third one, you on Facebook, Nation Time. Yep, I'm on Facebook too, Sister Navita. Let's see if I got any message under. All right, we want to bring, okay, boom, boom, boom. Nope. I don't know how all that shit is on top. It's not showing up on my actual Facebook page. I don't understand. None dare call it conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? None dare call it conspiracy. Except us. All right, so Brother Quasi, it's on you, man. Cause I can't see my family on Facebook. I don't know what's going on here. I'm sitting up here bugging because ain't nothing showing up on Facebook. Maybe they kicked me off. Maybe I did something right. This is why y'all need to tune in and lock in on the black signal. Because through the black signal, I can let you know when I'm on, period. You don't have to be through Facebook because we got 5 other methods of getting the stream out. So we're not locked into just doing Facebook. We got 2 Facebook pages. We got 2 YouTube stations. We got something on Periscope. We got something on Stream.me. We also got our Spreaker channel, which we are on show 1224 right now. That's 1,224 shows, family. So you need to get into the black signal. If you just want to be on the general signal where we talk about the events and the fundraising that we're doing for the events, that's G&J. You text G&J to 77292. If you want to be on the signal for this show is called Tribal Quotes. You know what I'm saying? You just text Tribal to 77292. If you want to be on the Daily Toaster list, you text Toaster to 77292. Those on the Toaster list, Daily Toaster list, you get everything. You get all the texts. You get first access to contests when we throw them and all that shit. You get all that first, right? Lastly but not least, if you want to be on Folk Tales for Grown Folks list, which comes every Kuji Chaglia night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, when we are able to do it, you text us, and you text FFGF to 77292, and you automatically added onto the list. So, Brother Quasi, I don't see no numbers. I don't see me on Facebook. I don't know what's going on. I'm hurt because I'm not on my Facebook station. Hold on, I have to check. This shit is painful, man, because I'm paying for this shit. And they ain't got me on my Facebook shit. It's still sending data to my Facebook. Why isn't... And it's down on Stream.me. What the hell going on? What type of criminality is this shit? So I'm back online on Stream.me. They ain't got me on my Facebook page, but they got us on the Gye-Nyame Journey Facebook page. So all right. Let me see one more. Let me check one more time, Quasi. If nobody responded, then I'm gonna let you go on and pick which one to start with. YouTube is looking good, loud and clear. Thanks, Rob. Let's see. Okay. The reader say we on Facebook. That's all I need. We still ain't on the main Facebook, and that's where we get a lot of our views at. But that's cool anyway, because I'm gonna have to cut that Facebook off anyway, because I don't want shit up under my name anyway. So Quasi, which one you want to start with?
Can you repeat them? The first two?
Uh-oh, that's what I like. There we go. First one. They who wait no gifts. They who await no gifts from chance have conquered fate. They who await no gifts from chance have conquered fate. By Matthew Arnold. Second one, nobody can hurt me without my permission. Mohandas Gandhi.
Damn, you picked 3 firecrackers.
Hey,
because I was thinking like, yeah, number 1 is, really is dope as the third one, but number 2, I'm gonna go with number 1 just because I don't know, Gandhi kind of rubbed me wrong. Even though I guess it was towards the end of his life, they said that he really came to enlightenment and wasn't a racist no more.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I got to be me. You know what I'm saying? He had to be him. You know what I'm saying? So you said number 1?
Yeah.
They who await no gifts from chance have conquered fate. You want me to go in, young man, or you gonna go in first?
Well, I would just want to say the conventional wisdom that a lot of people get that is kind of opposed to it. I'm trying to think of exactly how it goes. If it's meant to be, it'll be. It's like the conventional wisdom that's the opposite of that.
That's it?
Just like just going in kind of slow.
All right. He warming up. Getting those mental muscles. What y'all think out there on Facebook? What y'all think out there on YouTube? You know what I'm saying? They who await no gifts from chance have conquered fate. So now, what Mr. Arnold is trying to give you is one of his secret keys to success. He's not waiting, right? He's taking action. Quasi said earlier today, you don't convince people with your words, you convince people with your actions. Or is it results? Which one is it? Is it actions or results?
Results.
Okay. So
results definitely speak.
Speak louder than both of them, huh?
People move off of the power of the stick, right? That's one of the strongest forms of coercion or convincing is the power of the stick, right?
Right. Power of the stick, for those that don't know, you can lead with the rod of anger or the carrot. You know what I'm saying? To debate, to move people forward, or you can lash out with the rod to make people move forward. You know what I'm saying? Usually in America, you got those two things. It's the rod or the carrot. You know what I'm saying? And one of them is moving us. One of them. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's also possibly a third path. You know what I'm saying? Because if you could fire up this third path, you don't need the rod nor the carrot. If you could help people find their inner inspiration, they will move on their own. You could get people to plug into something bigger than themselves, they'll move on their own. They don't need the carrot. They ain't fearing the rod. They're just moving. And that's what we're trying to strive for in Gye-Nyame. But they who await no gifts from chance have conquered fate. A lot of people are just waiting for my moment. I'm waiting for my moment. This ain't the right time. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. You hear all these quotes about people waiting. And waiting has its place. But also waiting, the idea of waiting is the home of cowardice. A lot of people won't take action because they're scared to fail. They're scared to try. They're scared of the pain. They're scared of embarrassment. So they stay stuck where they are, and they go fall back on the conventional wisdom is that the white man, the wise men eat ripe fruit. We're waiting for the right time. A lot of times when we're doing that, in doing that, we're missing the very opportunities that the Creator has laid out for us because we're waiting for the perfect time. We're waiting for the sky to part and for fate to drop shit right in our lap. Well, most of us know that anything that we have in our lives came from us tempting fate, came from us breaking convention, came from us reaching out and speaking to that one that we was too shy to speak to, came from us reaching out and applying for that gig that we knew that it was a good possibility we wasn't going to get, came from us taking that chance and taking that gamble. A lot of us, we sit around waiting, and by the time we get done waiting, we got gray beard, gray hair like Brother Hatim. And what this is telling us is that those that don't wait for fate, right? Those that don't wait, those that have moved from it and not waiting for those gifts, conquer fate. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes, you know what I'm saying, we blow our whole life away waiting for the right moment, when the right moment is the moment that you are in. As we say when we toast in the morning, there is no, where's it at? There is no tomorrow.
Damn, Ron, come on! What's the matter with you?
Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
And what we have to understand, when we listen to that in Gye-Nyame, we understand that they're not talking about the world is ending. See, because a lot of people hear shit like that and be like, oh, the world is ending. Or this right here, the world. No. What we're saying is that there is nothing but the moment. And in the moment is your power. When you go to bed and you wake up in the moment. You don't wake up yesterday, or you don't wake up in the goddamn future. The future's always it's an illusion. And a lot of times, a lot of us spend a lot of our time waiting in our illusions, waiting in our dreams, rather than taking action to make that shit reality. Make that shit now. That's what a lot of people be missing out on, family. This is what we be missing out on. You know what I'm saying? That's what, I mean, it's sort of like even with black folks in our politics. We're waiting for the perfect politician. We're waiting for the perfect voice for us. Rather than making the moment, making those in the moment work for us. Reward your friends. Reward your friends, punish your enemies. That's now talking. That's not tomorrow talking. That's not yesterday talking. All that shit happens in the now. We're wasting our now. And if I, as your enemy, could get you waiting for the now, if I, as your enemy, if I, as your enemy, could get you waiting for tomorrow, you will never stop doing it. A lot of us be believing in miracles. We want miracles when you are the miracle. Your very existence is a miracle. Your very existence, you are the miracle that you've been waiting for your whole goddamn life. And I'm just saying, family, it's time for you to start turning it over and start getting out here and doing your thing. The hustle build muscle. And the hustle only build muscle in the moment. It don't build muscle tomorrow. It don't build it yesterday. It's in the moment. And a lot of it, it's just, if you want to conquer fate, right? Take your moment. Take your moment. Stop allowing other people to steal it. People are stealing this moment from us. Stealing it from you. Stealing it from your children. Because you wait your whole life and you have nothing to pass down to your children because you kept waiting for the right moment. The right person. The right politician. The right job. Rather than in the moment making what you do count. Making it count. It's like, it's crazy to me, man. It's like, for me, it's hard for me to understand when people come in and want to wait. Can you explain how reality of the moment can be understood through meditation? Now, when you meditate, because meditation, you can go on and play in your imagination. You go and play in the poppy fields of the future. Or you could play with the old bones of the past. But meditation, the ultimate piece that's found in meditation is when you find power in the moment. That's why they say focus in on the breath. Why? Because the breath is not happening tomorrow. You can't hold your breath until tomorrow. The breath is not happening in the past. The breath is flowing in and out right now. Just like the waves of the ocean. It's happening right now. It's in the moment right now. Zen masters exist in the right now. Fights are won in the right now. Games are won in the right now. Fortunes are found in the right now. It's never found in the future. It's always found in the moment. This is what when you look at a lot of the stories about the Zen masters and the motherfucking masters with swords and at death battles, motherfuckers that survived a long time, they learned how to surrender to the moment. Victory. It's like victory wasn't important to them no more. They just surrendered to the moment, and in that moment, they was able to strike their enemies down. Why? Because their enemies was dealing in the past or dealing in the future, while the master was able to hold steady in the now and strike them down like a thunderbolt. Damn, that shit felt good. Quasi.
Am I on mute?
How you on mute?
Oh. Yeah, I was getting my computer together, setting up the computer.
I heard.
So I can have access to some, yeah. But, yeah, that ties perfectly into the doozy, number 3. But, because I think, I ain't gonna go there yet. It ain't time yet. Where everybody at?
I don't know, man. They chilling, man. It's a cold night, and a lot of people disappointed because they got to go to work tomorrow because I guess the Arctic blast has left us and shit. Motherfuckers they feel disappointed. This Arctic blast was like short sex. It didn't last long enough, and they just very frustrated right now and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh shit.
So the school is open. The school is on as of now.
I ain't got a word that they off. Okay. I haven't got a word that they off. So I haven't heard a word. So what's going on? You know what I'm saying? What did I slay that one, or you want to stay on it, or how you want to do it? I'm still not up on my Facebook. What the hell did I do?
Yeah, I think that was pretty self-explanatory. I don't think the conversation is as nuanced as maybe as some of the other ones. But was that a voice? That sounded like.
Yeah, just real quick, I was just on YouTube, and it seems like you have comments and stuff, but I haven't heard you read anything.
Comments on YouTube? Uh-oh. Hold on. See, this is what I'm saying. This shit is not. Hold on. Okay, cool. All right, say I'm here. That's the only. I got Brother Robert up on there. I only got about Regina Alisson. These are all related. All of them fire. They coming up now, slowly but surely. We got, make sure y'all like on YouTube. I don't know which one y'all on, but make sure you like and click the bell on YouTube, because eventually we're going to be moving all of our shit away from Facebook onto YouTube. I know people like Facebook, but family, if we're going to start being able to employ each other and shit, we got to move to those platforms that may allow us to be able to start getting raising funds. I'm going to put down on here, for those that want to support the journey, I'm going to put up the link where you could go, and if you want to, you know what I'm saying, you could go on and donate through the PayPal. Also, we're going to be opening it up so that we can also we're going to have to start really collecting real soon, because if we are going to work on bringing Brother Umar here, there's a certain amount that we got to raise. But let me go and post that up, and then we'll move to the next one. So since we did one shit, we might as well hit number 2. Unless somebody else got something they want to put on number 1.
No.
All right, PayPal.me /GNJ1. Damn, that ain't /, that's a question mark. That'll lead the motherfucker somewhere else. Bow. Alright, so we're gonna move to number 2. Nobody can hurt me without my permission. Nobody can hurt me without my permission. Anybody want to?
Y'all go in on that.
Hit it, man. Hit it.
I think that kind of goes back. The first word that comes to my mind is the victim mentality. Because people that's something that I really do my best to keep out of my vocabulary. Even down to saying shit like, somebody made me feel away. I've heard that said a lot, but now when I hear myself say it, I feel like I sound weak. But I say that somebody made me feel away. I'm like, how can a person make me feel away? No. If I feel the way, if I can't control if somebody can control how I feel, then they can control me. Right. Because my theory is that everything starts with a feeling, then it translates to a thought. Then the thought translates into an action. So it could be. So I think of feelings. Actually, I want to go in this direction with it because it's two different ways of thinking of feelings. I was told that I was sensitive before, and I actually agree with that. I think that I am sensitive, and from the perspective of picking up things. So I think of like what do you call them things that measure earthquakes? The seismometer, something like that.
Something like a seismograph or something like that?
Seismograph, yeah. So it's like it's an instrument that you put in the ground that measures movement of the earth, the movement of the earth's crust. So that is sensitive from the perspective that it picks up movement. But it doesn't have feelings. There's no feelings attached to it. It doesn't make it act away. There's no, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it's very highly receptive to change, to things in its environment. And that's the area of sensitivity that I think is valuable and what I strive to. I think that that's valuable, and that's the type of sensitivity that I want to cultivate, is being able to pick up things. But the difference is picking up on things, and the things that I'm picking up influencing how I behave. That's a difference. It might inform a thought, and then from that thought, I could come to a conclusion of what's the best course of action. But if that energy or that output that I'm picking up automatically makes me respond in a way, then that's a different type of sensitivity. That means that I'm out of control. That means that. And say the proverb again. The proverb.
Where we at? I'm sitting up.
The second one.
Gandhi.
Nobody can hurt me without my permission.
Right. So that's like bypassing my. Go ahead.
So you teach people how to treat you. That's how I look at it. Like, if they hurt me, it's because I'm allowing it.
Right. And if people don't know how to act, don't know how to control themselves, then they don't have it. Oh, there we go. This is what I've been looking for. It's funny that we talk about sensitivity. I'm sitting here with this laptop trying to figure out how to change the sensitivity on the mouse to low, because I be just scrolling and it automatically be clicking on stuff. And I'm like, come on, man, you sensitive, man. This laptop is too sensitive. I can't even work with it because it's picking up on every little time I move my finger across the mouse pad. It thinks that I'm trying to click on it. But that's kind of funny. It relates in a sense, like adjust level of sensitivity to the appropriate level so that you can move in a direction in the way that is most suitable to what it is that you're trying to accomplish. You know what I mean? But even in that, there's no emotion. The computer is only responding to what I'm telling it to do. In a sense, the computer is my slave, because when I push a button, it does exactly, if it's operating right, it's doing exactly what I'm telling it to do. So the last thing that I want to be is like a computer keypad, and then somebody could just raise their finger across me, and then I automatically just jump to something, because that goes back to what you tell us about. There is no tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
There is no yesterday. There's only the now. You know what I mean? So if I'm sensitive in an emotionally reactive way, then that means that whatever feeling that I got, whatever my seismograph is picking up in the environment, I'm connecting it to something that happened previously or something that I'm anticipating. And then I'm acting on that. And that's not what's going on now. So it's probably not even going to be in balance. It's not going to serve whatever it is that I want to accomplish. This is for the better.
You got something, Sister Navita?
No, I just, like I said, I just kind of think, when I hear that proverb, I think of, how you treat people, how to treat you, and it makes me think of people who always complain how miserable they are in a relationship, whether it be a friendship or with someone of the opposite sex that they're dating or what have you. You can only be hurt by what you allow. So if you're continuously unhappy in a relationship, then that's something that you have allowed. That's, and I think people do that all the time. I had a person recently call me and was complaining and about this and that and the relationship and everything, and I'm like, well, shit, that's the thing of the day, apparently, because, you can stop it at any time,
We teach people how to treat us. Nobody can hurt me without my permission. And we gotta remember, like, for example, in his movement, Gandhi, because he was an example for Martin Luther King, in his struggle, many people were physically harmed in the protests that he did. People would lay down in front of horses. People would be trampled. People would be in prison. So part of his whole philosophy was, when you look at it, these people aren't hurting me because I haven't given them the permission to hurt me. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of detaching yourself from, as Quasi is saying, detaching yourself from, in a sense, the outcome. You know what I'm saying? And taking other people's power. Because a lot of times, hurting people, being able to hurt people gives those that's hurting a rush of power. In most cases, this is why they do shit like that. They want to see the expression on your face. They want to hear you moan. They want to hear you cry because they like inflicting that shit on you. It's a rush. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a lot of
push your buttons.
Oh, no, they push your buttons, all that shit when they know that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you have given them permission. Remember what our ancient folktales will tell us about shit like that. For example, check it out. How many of y'all like those old monster movies and shit? Because they used to give up the fat back in the day. Like, how many of y'all remember the rules for Dracula and entering your house? A vampire.
Yeah, any vampire, you had to give them permission to come in.
You got to give them they can't enter your abode without your permission. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with a lot of evil spirits. They can't come in without your permission. You understand what I'm saying? Hurt, and what he's saying is hurt is like one of those things. You can't hurt me because I never gave you permission to hurt me. motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I was reading it's a story in Green. What's his first name? Is it Malcolm Green?
Robert. You trying to combine Malcolm Gladwell and Robert Green? I mixed
them up. Robert Green is a quote about this girl in Italy, this woman in Italy, and she belonged to one of the families that had power when it was war in Italy, like 15th century or some shit like this. I can't remember the girl's name, the woman's name. Anyway, she was married at 10 to a dude that was 30. And she took it because it was her family responsibility. And in her family, she was trained to hold this responsibility. She also was trained to fight, and she was a very studious child. You know what I'm saying? And it's like her and her husband was given a certain amount of land. And these people wanted the land. So they busted into their little castle, ran up, killed her husband, threw the motherfucker on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Threw him out the window and took her hostage. And before she was taken hostage, she sent the message to some of the people that was loyal to her to tell these motherfuckers, do not under any circumstances give up this, and this. And one of the major things that they need to give up was a fort or something like that. So they marched her to the fort, and she begged the man to open up the gate, but he knew she was sending him a signal. So finally the dude picked up the fact that she was sending him a signal. So he stuck his sword in her chest and said, "Woman, I'm not playing with you. I will slay you right now." And according to the story, she linked deeper into the point and said, basically, how you can't scare me, because my father was a man without fear. And that you could do nothing but kill me because I'm nothing but a woman. And she made that motherfucker back up. Because she ain't getting, you could hurt me. Yeah. But motherfucker, you can't break me. You know what I'm saying? You can't make me sit up here and actually beg you. I could say ouch and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you can't make me, because I come from the stock of a motherfucker that is fearless. You understand what I'm saying? So how you gonna, you know what I'm saying? And approaching stuff with that type of attitude. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to think about approaching somebody that's like, boom, ain't shit you can do to hurt me. That's a whole nother level of game playing. You know what I'm saying? You can lynch me, you can do all this shit to me, but dog, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna break me. I'm not gonna pay you for my motherfucking life. I'm gonna give you my life. This is what Martin Luther. This is why people like, brother, I tell you, why you be big up in Martin Luther King when you talking about warriorship? Because Martin Luther King basically had soldiers that, I want y'all to think about this. He had motherfuckers that would just basically say, hey, go ahead, do what you gonna do. It was nothing for, if they was willing to do that for him and willing to do that under his example, what else would they have done? See, a lot of people don't understand the strength that it took for those individuals that was really there, because we got a lot of people now in our day talking about they was there. For people that was really there doing that shit, how much courage and how much internal power it took to do that shit. We could belittle the shit now because it's funny and shit like that now, but a lot of motherfuckers ain't built like that. You think you built like that, but you're not built like that. To actually put your body up and follow orders. Most of us will respond. No, you couldn't do that. That ain't part of the order, dog. You failed. Get out of here. They tested people to see if they was gonna be able to do that. They trained people so that they could make sure they got what they wanted. I want y'all to understand the mental fortitude that it took to do that. Because you ain't give this person, you didn't give them permission to hurt you. So, you know what I'm saying? You do your little shit. Okay, shit. I'm in it now. Can't fuck with me. And that's the type of soldier we need. Although a lot of us black conscious people try to look down on that shit. When we couldn't even understand, you can't even understand the depths of a person's soul that was willing to sit up there and take that shit. You can't even imagine. You can't even wear their shoes. You can't. I know some of my black power brothers out there and shit is getting all hot and bothered and shit. Nigga, pull your panties up and listen to the truth. You know what I'm saying? We sit up here and a lot of us dog them. Not even understanding the depths of the braveness that it took to be able to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for me, it's humbling. I look at that shit, I be like, damn, could I do that?
Right.
Could I do that? Dogs, water hoses, police officers, basically saying, thank you, sir, can I have another? It reminds me of that scene in I like Bond movies. The first Bond movie when I don't
Ron?
know. Huh?
Where you going?
Oh,
sorry.
Y'all remember the first Bond movie, the new one, when the girl got him caught up in that shit and they was trying to get the money back from him and he was sitting in the chair and they moved the bottom of the chair out? Did you see that movie, Quasi? At the end,
I played the fifth.
At the end, he was sitting in the chair. They took the whole bottom out the chair. Quasi, I want you to just think about this. They took the bottom out the chair so that his balls hung down, and they took like a rope and a ball, and the dude would take the thing and say, "Where the money at?" You know what I'm saying? Because he had been doing that gambling. And he had all his money. Where the money at? And he swung the thing around, and then he hit him right up on the balls. And he just had to sit there and take it. And he was like, ooh. He said, to the right. To the right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and just the thought of that, because you sit there as a man, and you look at that and be like, oh, man, that's totally helpless. Oh, and he hit him, and you felt it in your gut. He like, to the right. To the right. He like, what you mean? A little more to the right. A lot of people can't understand that type of fortitude. Even imagine it. Even grasp it. You know what I'm saying? Just being able to say, I didn't give you permission to hurt me. You can't hurt me. I didn't give you permission. That's taking your power back. That's when we become free, when we're able to have people that can actually take that power back. You don't scare me. I didn't give you, I give myself permission to be scared. And I haven't given you permission to scare me. I haven't given death permission to scare me. I haven't given death permission to hurt me.
Yeah, that's the next level.
That's some next level shit.
Respect it.
Whole nother
I respect
level.
it too. That's dope. It's accessible too.
It's very accessible. It's very accessible.
But physical pain. I remember some shit about pain. The late great Prodigy, rest in peace. Mob D. If everybody ain't here, he said in this one song. Actually, I kind of didn't agree with him in this though. He said, if you didn't know, Prodigy is a rapper from the group, the infamous Mob D. He was kind of the lead. I mean, there's only two of them, but you know, Prodigy. If anybody that knows, Prodigy was the man. You know, Havoc is dope. I like Havoc too. I always kind of really like Havoc's flow, but Prodigy, with his energy on top of his flow was more dominant. But he died from sickle cell. So in this one song, he said, "What you know about permanent physical suffering?" He said, "Your pain is emotional. You a bitch." I think I might have skipped a part or something. But I was like, to me, when I thought about it, I always kind of thought the other way around. I think that physical pain is only painful because of the mental aspect of it. If you can overcome that, with that being said, think about torture. I don't know. So this is a scenario, I guess. if you're getting physically tortured, is that more or less painful than seeing the same exact fucking thing the most painful thing you could happen to you? Is that more or less painful than watching that shit happen to the person you love the most?
Dude, that flash.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of had to call him on that, because I always felt like emotional pain is deeper than physical pain.
Emotional pain is a lot deeper, dog. I mean, because really, you got to think about it. That's what can see, because, and this is what I mean, because even going deeper on this point, family, do y'all understand that one of the things that was held to keep people in slavery? Okay. One of those things held that was used to keep us in slavery was families. Was the fact that what would happen to your son, and could you imagine your son being tortured because you knocked the motherfucking slave master out because you had the ability to do that? Because you had the ability to run, but your child wouldn't be able to run. You wouldn't be able to take them with you. This held people there. So when I hear this shoulda or woulda or I coulda shit, it kind of messes me up, because in a sense we don't, you know what I'm saying? Because I have nightmares about that shit, dog. It ain't my pain. It ain't my pain. It's the pain of those around me. This is why I get when like this morning when I went on my tirade. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing this shit for me. I understand what's coming for our children. At least I have an idea. And I got to sit up here and I got to figure out how to deal with this shit, because it's coming and it's coming without mercy. And I pray that my vision is wrong. I pray that what I'm seeing is imaginary and it's illusional. But this motherfucker's coming. And whether it's happening in my imagination or not, it's coming and it's going to eat our children. Fuck the adults. We could die old and by ourselves, but it's going to eat our children. And for me, that is the highest level of pain. Every day I got to go and I got to face 500 possible victims of some shit that I didn't stand up and say, you got to take me first. I'm surrounded by adults that don't see the shit coming. We're preparing, we're fattening up our children to be tortured. And that is mind numbing. And it's like, yo, I mean, it's like shit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it would be worse to watch somebody else. One, I'm empathetic like that. I'm going to feel it. You know what I'm saying? And the only way it's going to happen if a motherfucker got me totally incapable of movement. That's horrible. And I think that's horrible for anybody. And this is one of the reasons that young warriors were in a sense, not really allowed to marry until after their first battle. And some of them would choose, possibly if in war times, probably chose not to get married. Because it gives you a certain freedom, a certain latitude. But it also, if you are married, it gives you something to fight for, something to protect. So, I mean, that's a deep one, Quasi. You kind of fucked me up with that one, golly. But I be thinking about that shit all the time, and that scares the shit out of me, man. Do what you gonna do to me, but I already know that the enemy don't have no rules. Who we dealing with? We got to understand, family, they not playing. We playing. They not playing when they coming. Not playing.
Hey, I feel like right now, man, I'm in how Tim and I just came back from a little hookah spot, chill, and it was some things that I just wanted to kind of smoke and just chill. But it just so happened that in the time that I was on my way, that I had a situation that happened that with somebody that I got a lot of love for, that I love, my family, and we had a disagreement. and I kind of wanted to get some other perspective on it, and that's kind of heavy on my mind right now too. And it's my family, it's personal, so I would never, use that as, even though it's a rich conversation, it's one that, it's something that is still kind of being worked through. So as much as I would love to have that discussion, it's private. It's private, and that's kind of, in a sense, like kind of at the forefront of my thoughts. So I think it's kind of crazy, because it's so relevant to the conversation. Any of those three is so relevant to all of that discussion, but it's kind of got my tongue. It's like a cat got my tongue, because I'm not really at liberty to discuss it.
Right. Brother Robert says, sometimes people don't know how they should be treated, so they can't teach others. Ignorance of self is clouding relationships to others. Ooh.
Say that again?
He says sometimes people don't know how they should be treated, so they can't teach others. Ignorance of self is clouding relationships to others. That was dope, Rob. Shit, that was dope, Mr. Estes. That was dope, Mr. Estes. Just simple. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the things we talk about is that ultimately spirituality breaks down to relationships.
What's the 3 parts of a relationship? Hold on, let me see if I can remember before you tell me. You said it's the 3 R's is reciprocity, respect, and it's the third one that I always struggle with. Give me a second. I ain't gonna take up too much time. It's reciprocity, respect, and what's the other one?
Responsibility.
Responsibilitron.
You don't have a relationship if you ain't got all 3. If you're in a relationship, you only got 2 of those. That's not a relationship. That's a booty call. That's a hookup. A relationship got respect, responsibility, and reciprocity. If you ain't got those 3,
I gotta write that down.
You don't got a relationship.
So yeah, I would actually like to kind of dive into that, because especially, so can you say the quote real quick? We still dealing with the Gandhi piece. Can you say that one real quick? And I want to see if we could tie those into that.
Nobody can hurt me without my permission. Ultimately about...
So with that...
Go ahead.
I just was wanting to say that I think the best way to approach that is talking about our relationship with ourselves. Because we can't have a healthy relationship outward before we have a healthy relationship with ourselves, because the relationship that we have with ourselves is going to be reflected in every outward relationship that we have. That's going to be just an expression. And any relationship I have with another is an expression of the relationship I have with myself.
And even in a relationship with yourself, you have to have respect, responsibility, and reciprocity.
It's easier for me to talk about respect because I love to define that word. That's one of the things any young people that I find myself in a mentorship role with, I always talk about respect, and I break it down to the etymology of that word being re-inspect, spect being to see, look, and re means to do again. So anytime you have any initial opinion, to look again, and then you will see so much more at the second glance. So that's kind of the best way that I understand respect. And it's crazy because I think when I say that, sometimes I think it takes a special person to not think that I'm just trying to be sweet, and they just don't respect what I'm saying. They just expect it. They look at it once. They, inspect it. They look at it and then just be like, this nigga trying to be sweet. He trying to sound smart.
So a lot of people are inspecting.
I think somebody just called in, I think.
It's Lady J.
Yeah, I felt like I should stop.
So you saying some people are inspecting rather than respecting us. I like that. Stop inspecting me and start respecting me. Go ahead. But Lady J, welcome to the call. I know you ain't heard none of the Proverbs. That's cool. We still love you.
I know I didn't hear.
All right, girl, I know your moves. I know what's going on. Go ahead. Cool. Which one we on there?
Gandhi.
Okay. So go ahead. Give us your comment on it. Or you need me to read it again?
Am I right? You're on Gandhi?
We on Gandhi, yeah.
And it says something about you must give someone permission to. Can you repeat it?
Who you sitting with right now? Who you sitting with right now?
Who am I sitting with?
Yeah, somebody just. Nobody can hurt me without my permission.
My children. I'm sitting with my children.
How the young people doing?
Fine. You treat people how to treat you, right?
Right.
I hate to say it because I'm trying not to get in trouble this evening.
Well, you ain't gonna get in trouble to the third one because I'm holding back until because we gonna have to hit this third one because we already over an hour. Come on.
All right. So basically, like earlier, we talked a lot about. Earlier, we didn't talk a lot about it, but we kind of brushed over some of the ill treatment our people receive at the hands of whites, right? Specifically cops. We're talking about police officers. But the one thing that I always go back to is, in my head, we treat people how to treat us. And I don't know, I mean, I do know. It's definitely can be said that the way we treat each other is based on some type of learned behavior. However, I often have to bring into account that, and at some point when I worked at the detention center, we had a number of murderers in there, right? Mm-hmm. And they were all guilty of murdering people that looked like them, right? Mm-hmm. And so I remember when I first moved to the suburbs, it wasn't, once I got to the suburbs, yes, I feared that my big black son encountering the police. But what caused me to move to the suburbs was that I feared that he was too timid, and that he had been bullied for some time in middle school, and I didn't feel like he was going to be able to function or survive in a school like, let's just say, Walnut Ridge, right? Mm-hmm. I felt like he wasn't going to be able to thrive or have a successful high school career going into school when he couldn't even endure what was dished out to him by people that looked like him at a middle school. So when I think about the way that we are treated, by others who view us, I think of how we treat ourselves, and are we giving them permission to do so? You told me this before, and I had to hear an African tell me this the other day. I got into a long lesson with a native. His father was Ethiopian, his mother was Somalian, right? Mm-hmm. So we began having a conversation at my second job, right? He was breaking a lot of things down to me. But one thing he said, and I think that we talked about it on the show too, was that when he came here, he was told to stay away from African Americans. Have you ever said that on this show?
And somebody said, because that's one of the major pieces that a lot of be dealing with. But go ahead. Somebody said.
Yeah, so he said that, and it was shocking because I think that was the third time that I've ever heard the exact same thing. That whenever they arrive here and they're getting acclimated and they're getting their resources and stuff, some of the advice that they're giving is not like to be afraid of us, right? To be afraid of us, that we would kill them, things of that sort. All that to say, Yeah, that's what that reminds me of. You know, I understand that some things are learned behavior, but it's far time we break the cycle, right? Mm-hmm. We treat people how to treat us, and part of that is how we treat each other. So we are essentially giving people permission to harm us because we are busy harming each other for whatever reason.
All right, I'm biting at the bit not to jump on that one because I feel like it's a trap. I need one of my babies. I need to hug one of my daughters or something because I want to respond, but I won't. We're gonna move to the proverb of the night, and this is number 3.
Start a show.
That which did not shout for help, but waited patiently, died in the trap. That's from Kenya. That which did not shout for help, but waited patiently, died in the trap. That's from Kenya. Somebody want to cover that one first?
This sounds like it sounds very much like another proverb.
It is.
Or folktale that you read.
Exactly.
Do you know which one?
The first one.
Do you know which one I'm talking about?
There's only 2 other ones. They who wait, no gifts from chance, have conquered fate.
No, not from tonight. It's a folktale.
Oh, nah, I gotta go through my Rolodex of folk tales to see which one.
Yeah, there's a folktale that has that same exact message. We discussed it not too long ago about, and we talked about the dangers of like waiting for something instead of bringing yourself to action, right?
Right. Somewhere. I mean, there's one that says proverbs for everything. But, yeah. So, who want to hit that one first? You want to hit it first, Lady J? You got the floor. You might as well go and hit the dance floor, girl.
No, I'll wait.
Quasi, you want to hit it? Or maybe somebody out there in the crowd.
I hit it. Shit, I hit that religion.
Uh-oh.
First thing that came to my mind.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit, did I go too deep? I just dove right there and I ain't walked down the steps of the pool and just wait. I just dove off the diving board. Religious people was always waiting for that pie in the sky when Jesus comes. I ain't waiting for Jesus.
Wait. A lot of those songs, wait. Just wait. Right?
I think Jesus was pretty proactive for real. I think if Jesus knew you was waiting for him, he'd be pissed. He'd be like, nigga. We was waiting for you, Jesus. Jesus' response, nigga. That's a quotable.
Man. All right. So y'all sure? Y'all better hit it, cause I'm about to tear this motherfucker to shreds. I'm about to jump on this motherfucker like raw meat. I'm a beast. Somebody else.
I'm back.
Oh, Sister Navita back. We on the 3rd proverb. I'm trying to give everybody a chance before I go in, cause I'm gonna black out.
Okay. Well, one thing about the 3rd proverb, how Quasi talked about religion, and it related to religion. Another way, I think, and I hear a lot of people say this about like people who are dating or looking for significant others, that I've heard people say, well, I'm just going to wait. I ain't going to go looking for nobody. I'm just going to wait till somebody comes to me. And even in the aspect, to me, in my opinion, of dating, you don't have to sit around and wait. I don't know why people feel like that. You have to sit around. If you see something or you want something, you can go and get it. And that includes in the dating realm, job, or what have you. I think like you sit around and wait and leave it in the hands of the Lord, you might be waiting forever.
Waiting forever. I'm trying to give y'all a chance now, cause listen, I'm gonna shut this motherfucker down. I'm chomping at the bit.
Can you read it down there?
That which did not shout for help, but waited patiently, died in the trap. That which did not shout for help, but waited patiently, died in the trap.
So I'm still trying to recall the folk tale, but so it's like this idea that if we are in danger, we are something that's gone wrong, we need help, but instead of asking for help, like I guess we just wait. Like, it's like that thing they say, faith without works is dead.
You said who? Works is dead?
Faith without works is dead.
Faith without works is dead. See, because it's saying, now you're pulling yourself out the trap, it says at least shout for help. That which did not shout for help, but waited patiently, died in the trap. And this, for me...
I think that the shouting is, it could just equate to action. You know what I'm saying? Not only asking someone to help, but doing something. Doing something versus doing nothing at all.
Also, think about this. By not crying out, you make it possible for other people to fall into the trap as well. You see the whole silence piece, the danger of the silence. As a matter of fact, they say misery loves company. Other motherfuckers that feel trapped will not yell that they are in a trap, but will sit there quietly and kind of be happy when you get caught in a similar trap right next to them, because now they're not alone. So y'all both can wait patiently rather than screaming out for help. This right here, for me, is a proverb that illustrates the straight position that we are in as a people. We in a trap, and we trying to be quiet. We trying to be respectful, even though that we know that the motherfuckers is sharpening the blade and they're about to come and fillet our ass. We just waiting. Something's going to come and deliver us. Rather than let everybody know it's a trap down here, even if I don't escape. Back up. Back up. Help. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what I think?
Go ahead.
What I think that's alluding to even a little bit deeper, just a little bit deeper, is people be anticipating, hoping on mercy from their captor.
Right.
Or going back to the first proverb. What was it?
They who await no gifts from chance have conquered fate. Waiting for a
chance.
Right, they waiting for a gift from chance. Maybe a hole might fall in the bottom of the net, or in the bottom of the trap, or maybe a hand grip will pop up. Rather than letting motherfuckers know, hey, I'm down here. Let your tribe know that you got caught up in the trap, so we could go and pull your ass out. You know what I'm saying? Or at least start screaming to let us know as a group that we're in the trap. You know what? Sometimes what it reminds me of is that one of the hunting pieces that I hear that people used to do when there was so many buffalo is that they would rush them motherfuckers off the edge of a cliff. And these motherfuckers will follow one behind the other and fall to their deaths. You know, no screen. It's just hitting the ground, and it's like that's sort of how we are right now. We're not letting the world know, hey, we in the motherfucking trap. No, we in the trap, but we kicking it. We even call it the trap house. You know, we glorify being in the motherfucking trap. It's the place to be. When it's like, yo, we need to get the fuck up out this trap. We need to start speaking about this trap because we're trapped economically, we're trapped educationally, we're trapped socially, we're trapped. You know what I'm saying? And we need to let motherfuckers know, hey, we're trapped. We need to talk to our children. We're trapped. No, it's not, you know, it's a little bit uncomfortable, but we need to practice respectability politics and get along with everybody and not let motherfuckers know that we trapped when they know we trapped. We the meal. We the celebration meal. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. This mind state, because this mind state, this captive mind state, you in a trap and you're waiting patiently. What kind of shit is that?
Now is the appropriate time to use the term Stockholm Syndrome.
Oh yeah, definitely. So I'm associating with my captor and I'm making it easy for him. Matter of fact, I'm helping him now. I'm trapped. You know what I'm saying? Come on, family. We bigger than this. We bigger than this. We in a trap and you know what I'm saying? And it's wrong for us to let motherfuckers know that I'm in a trap. You motherfucker, you know I'm in a trap. Y'all know we trapped. You know why we trapped. You know how we got trapped. You know where we are. Give me a ladder so I can get up out this goddamn hole. Right now. Help international community.
I think most of us would agree on I can't say. Let me ask the question instead of assuming. Because my impression is that the biggest trap that has been laid for us is the religious trap. Is everybody who's in agreement with that? And if not, who has the primary trap that
Yeah, I don't believe that.
You don't? What do you believe?
I don't know, but I don't believe it's religion. And I can tell you why I don't believe it's religion.
Okay, at least okay, you ain't gonna give me nothing?
Yeah, I don't believe it's religion because, ultimately, I can't say that I'm like well studied. My manager at my second job, he's like well grossed in it, right? I'm not, but from what I know, I don't know that it's like when I look at Hinduism, when I look at Buddhism, when I look at Islam, Christianity. They all tend to have the same message, some basic stuff like treat people how you want to be treated. So, yeah, on the surface or what people, what they interpret it to be and what they add to it, yeah, there's extra, but at the core, I think it's a basic message, and this basic message goes back to our spirituality, to the same beliefs that our ancestors have. It's just been altered and changed, and you know what I'm saying?
Well, the first thing that came to mind for me was a mousetrap, and a mousetrap isn't something that's made up of inherently trapped stuff. It's wood, a piece of metal, a spring, and some cheese. Those things inherently aren't a trap. Those are things that you could use to build houses out of. You could eat it to nourish your body. Those ingredients don't necessarily make a trap. But if a person would, I bet if mice could talk, they would agree that a mousetrap is the most dangerous trap for them. But us as the people, we know that those are just tools that can be used for anything. Those are some of the most basic necessities. We're going to use those things almost in everything that we do. You see what I'm saying? Those are the basic foundations of everything.
So this idea
we can manipulate them into a trap.
This idea of existentialism, I tend to believe that we're all innately righteous beings, meaning that we innately feel what is right and what is wrong. You know what I'm saying? We can feel it in our core. And when we do something that is deemed wrong by ourselves, we reap the consequences. Same way when we put out positive energy, we reap the consequences. Not to say that you have to have religion to be righteous, but some people need that. Some people need some sort of doctrine to help guide them. I think about my son who some years ago went on a 2-week spree of stealing and counterfeiting money and using my credit card or roadblocks. He did a number of things. He even played with fire in my house. When I sat him down, I asked him what could I do to help him because he had become self-destructive. First thing he said was he needed Jesus, right? Now, I didn't need Jesus. I'm a believer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been I've not always been a believer, but since I became enlightened, I've been a believer. I didn't need the Bible. I didn't need pastors. I didn't need nobody to tell me anything about God because I had experiences in my life that have proven that there was a higher power, right? But for my son, he needed that doctrine. He needed he needed to learn some things to keep him disciplined and get him on the straight and narrow. He had not yet come into contact with his God being inside of him, right? So the innate part, when you were saying it was innate, then it's not innate. Then for some people. I think it is innate, but I think that being in of this world, we like when they talk about how the music we listen to, the things that we see, it calcifies our pineal glands, right? And I think pineal glands. And so I think that when those type of things happen, it takes us further away from what is innately in us. But ultimately, once we disconnect, like I always say, like disconnect with the TV, disconnect with those vibrations that are not of us, then we can get back to at the core who we are. You know, I don't know. It connect with our universe. Connect with the atmosphere. Yeah, I think like Quasi said, I don't know if that's if I would say it's the main thing that, I forget how it was worded, that brings us,
track that's been laid for us.
Yeah, the number one track. But with that saying, even with the music or what have you, overriding or our innate abilities, I think religion has done that as well.
Yeah, because I would even go back to say number one from a definite, verifiable, provable type of stance was like it was the first thing. It was the first manipulation. It was our belief system. It was our connection with the all, with the Most High, that was challenged, and we was I ain't gonna say forced, but we was manipulated into a position to challenge what we previously held as our connection to everything around us. And then through that manipulation, then it was that initial string. Just how we were talking about, like earlier, we were talking about the word nigga and niggas being the original word, but then maybe one time in conversation, somebody of a lighter hue that wanted to be manipulative said, how'd you say that word again, nigger? Oh, I'm sorry. And then the next time it was like, oh, shut up, nigger. Like, what? You know what I mean? Oh, you got it wrong again. You know what I mean? And then the third time, it's like, shut up, nigger. You know what I mean? So it's like how that shit that starts. It's the spark that keeps getting that every time. It's just like they say it's a word, explication, that I learned in this. I love war, man. I was really fascinated with war. When I was going to Ohio State, I took this class called, it was a comparative studies class about war. I can't remember the title of the class, but I learned this word called explication. And that word means that once something is introduced, it will inevitably continue to become bigger and bigger every time it's revisited. Like if you have a problem with somebody, then if y'all have words, then the next time y'all might call each other out of y'all's name, and then the next time y'all might have a shoving match, and then the next time it's going to be blows, and then it's going to be guns. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just the inevitable growth of things. But it all starts from a seed or something. And I think that the only way that you can get a people who know their place in existence, the only way that you can get, it's just like domesticating an animal. Like the first thing you kind of got to do is break their spirit, take them out of their environment.
You got to get off that spirit.
And a being's connection to its environment is just like, it's a religion. We have the interpretation in the words and the symbols, the manipulation of the symbols, the explanation of the symbols to be able to talk about our connection to our environment. But an animal just knows, a lion just knows that its connection to its environment is that nothing else in its environment can fuck with it. So once a person comes through with a gun or something that could kill, then that lion is like, holy shit. It changes his whole, everything just gets turned upside down. So then from there, fear is introduced. So actually, I'm going to go back and say, I guess I was wrong. I think fear is the primary thing.
The primary trap. The primary trap. Fear of what? Fear of death. Fear of me. Fear is the primary trap. Fear of hell. You know what I'm saying? Because what if what your tribe believe in is wrong? We have the universal God, and fear of markets, fear of politicians. Trap. I mean, because long as I don't give a fuck which one is which one people say it is. Let's admit, can we all agree that we're in a trap?
Yeah.
And can we agree that we need to start letting motherfuckers know we're in a trap?
Several things that, within the trap, several traps are laid,
Shit, I mean, we got a trap on the foot, we got a trap on each foot and both hands, and we all trapped up. We in the trap house. We in the trap house. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this shit is crazy. And it's like we make it sane. What's crazy is we have become so comfortable in the trap that we have babies in the trap. We have babies in the trap.
Do you know that Disney makes trap music?
Who?
Do you know that like I go on, I play this music and instrumental music. And one day this kid from Nepal said, Miss Ross, we don't like that music. We like trap music. So I put in Disney trap remix. And sure enough, everything from The Lion King to Dora the Explorer has a trap remix. I just think that's mildly hilarious. Yeah. I just want to throw that out there.
Mildly dangerous.
I guess goes to show how comfortable we are in the trap house, obsessed we are in the trap, that we put trap remix on everything.
We have figured out.
JD, now you got me wanting to listen to some trap music and listen and see like what's the drum pattern and what's like the hook, what's the underlying common theme with all trap music. What is that? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's the circle of life, nigga. It's the circle of life. It's the circle of life, nigga. It's the circle of life. You said, I don't know. Make me.
Even Don't Worry, Be Happy has a trap remix.
What is it?
Don't worry, be
Don't
happy.
worry, be happy. Do. I had the trap remix. I played it in my classroom all the time.
Man, all right.
Don't worry, be trappy.
You know I can't.
Listen, I mean, family. So the assignment tonight is to think about what traps you in. What's holding you? Why you ain't, maybe we done gave up hope that there's even anybody that can save us. You know what I'm saying? Can we save ourselves? Can we pull each other out?
Of course we can save ourselves, but it's with all, over time, and I think that, one of our biggest traps that was laid was not having the knowledge of self or who we are as a culture, as a people, and our worth as a people. We were stripped of so much of that we are able to be influenced, pulled aside, set aside, run amok just for, as Tariq would say, nigger trinkets or what have you. You know, it's easy to get us sidetracked because we're trying to identify with something that has this self-worth thing. So,
did you say nigger trinkets?
Nigger trinkets. It's more important to have nigger trinkets than it is to be
free
on the right side of the game. For example, even I was listening to Nick Cannon. I was so disappointed yesterday when I was listening to Nick Cannon when he had the I think is it Riz Muhammad on?
Yeah,
and
talking about
he was caping for the white woman, you know, and it was really disgusting. But you know, white women are nigger trinkets.
I was wondering how many sisters heard that shit, because all the classes up to that one.
That shit, I don't even fuck with it. I can't even, after listening to that, I can't even look at him the same. He had having Professor Carr on there, from having, I don't know, Michelle Alexander, whoever. That motherfucker was caping for them white women so hard. I just was like, wow.
He was doing what?
He was caping for white women. Well, I mean, he was just defending it, dating them, and their, I mean, you have to hear, I can't even explain it. And Brother Riza Muhammad was just talking about, you know, the interracial dating piece, and Nick Cannon, you know, he wanted to justify why he likes, why black people, why you should date white women, why white women are so great and shit. It was disgusting.
He didn't say
why.
I heard
how long ago was this?
This is
like
it's out right now.
Days ago.
It's Cannon's
3
class.
days.
Yeah, Cannon's class is out. He got several. He got a lot of them is good. That one I really didn't like.
This is his latest one.
I was sitting up. I was listening to that shit like, oh God, Nick.
I know, right? I'm like, man.
Listen.
So you know, but like I think that white women can be used as, you know, nigger trinkets, because as Nick was saying about them being the trophy and all of that. You know, you're saying that you have made it, so you would end up getting you one of those, you know. So, you know, I think if we were secure in who we are and what we are, I mean, solid on our foundation, we wouldn't do stuff like that. You can dangle that stuff in this. I'll be like, man, I don't nobody want that shit.
Nobody want that nigga trinket.
Okay.
All right, family, listen. Yeah, I'm gonna give everybody their last say. I gotta go because I gotta get this program ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Rocket Roll Call, and I got a presentation I gotta get ready. And I'm sitting up here like, oh my God, where's the polar vortex when you need it?
Okay. All right.
So go ahead.
I'm good. That's all I had to say. I must say good night to everybody and beware of the nigger trinket.
That sounds like a movie.
Okay.
In a theater near you, nigger trinket.
Coming to a theater near you. Beware of the nigger trinket.
So who going next? Come on now.
That actually do sound like a pretty good movie. I said, that's the quickest way to get your ass locked up.
Mm-hmm.
Nigger trinkets. Rated R.
One real quick thing. I know I was talking to somebody, and they were like trying to tell me about somebody. And we were talking about somebody, and they were questionable in their character, so to speak, and I was like, listen, somebody said, well, shoot, I mean, they drive a nice car. Have you seen the car they drive? They got a nice car. I said, I don't know if I give a damn about that fucking nigga trinket. And he said, a nigga trinket? This is a nice car. I said, nigga trinkets can be expensive.
Right, what you gonna do with a cheap ass nigga trinket?
No, but that's one
Put some rims on.
Now I gotta say this. That's one of the traps. Anytime they whenever they created this consumer society and got us all caught up in their ways, and abandoning our ways, that's when we fell into the trap. W.E.B. Du Bois, he talks about it a lot in his literature about the things about what happened, or some of those, not even W.E.B. Du Bois, but when you read about the Great Migration, right? When you read about the changes that occurred when folks from the South did travel north, you know, yeah, there were some benefits, but ultimately we got ourselves wrapped up in other people's ways. You know what I'm saying? And we abandoned our ways, and that was part of the trap. There's one of this, a really, 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 really old African American film on Netflix. It's actually a silent film, and I want to make sure I get the correct name of it. But it is definitely propaganda. It was definitely created by a religious group of people. But it's called One Way Ticket to Hell or something like that, the Train to Hell. And have you ever heard of it? Something like that. Something about a train and going to hell. And every stop the train makes, it highlights one thing that we were doing that was destructive to our progression as a people. And so it draws exact parallels to where we are now. And that's what's so crazy about how our ancestors laid the foundation. They gave us all the warning signs. You know what I'm saying? When they talk about the destruction of a black civilization, they're talking about the things that we have done prior to even coming to America that we did to ourselves to contribute to our destruction, right? But this silent film, which is one of the first African American films, if I'm not mistaken, like it's in the African American Gallery on Netflix. It's just very telling. You know what I'm saying? It's just very telling. So when I think of the consumer society, when I think of the trick that was laid to keep us in debt, to keep us poor, to make sure that we were, you know, in a different form of slavery, we get a form of slavery, you know, it makes sense why we run out instead of valuing ourselves on the positions that we hold within the community. We value ourselves on the things that we have, capital THINCS, the things that we have, which keep us in debt, which keeps us from owning wealth. You know, that's why we have such a buying power and we own nothing. You know what I'm saying? They have tricked that.
I keep on telling you, don't come on here with that buying power bullshit. Don't come on here with that buying power bullshit. I told you, I warned you.
You know, I ain't gonna want to hear nothing about that buying power.
I don't want to hear about that buying power bullshit.
Let me say good night. Same thing I say this morning. Same thing I say every day. We are in the midst of the Great Awakening. Let's continue to do something each and every day in the name of the movement. What are we doing? We're going to support the movement. We're going to read. We're going to donate to a cause and volunteer our time and services, especially to our rec centers and our schools. We need teachers. Teachers are hiring. I heard this woman say yesterday she only sends her kids to school for babysitting. She said this on social media, right? And then we wonder why. And I'm thinking about whether you homeschool your kid or not. You don't think you should teach them the value education? You know what I'm saying? And if we were to encourage more people that look like us to go into the field of education, our system wouldn't look the way it does now. You know what I'm saying? I just know that to be a fact. I believe that in my heart. I want to encourage people to encourage their children to go into industries, go into positions, go into jobs where we are underrepresented, right? Where we are most needed. Go into those positions. Stop going into these jobs and start these businesses that everybody else. All we're doing is contending with ourselves. Everybody want to sell hair. We're contending with ourselves. Everybody want to sell whatever it is, the same thing. right? We're competing with ourselves, and that's not nation building, right? That's not who we need to be competing with. So I just want to encourage us to think about the infrastructure of our community, the positions that are needed, encourage our young people to go into things like politics, things like, teaching, things like, policing, right? And make sure we're participating politically, petition, march, plan a peaceful protest, and remember, if we want change, we got to learn how to keep more of it in our pockets.
Ashe. It's on you, Crazy. What you going to do? Or did you say yours already? Yeah, did you go already?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, family. I want to thank you for joining the congregation of the mighty, where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Anime! Damn it! Anime! Wake your ass up. Let's try that again. I want to thank you for joining us in the congregation of mighty, where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. This is a Heart of a Summer production, and you have just listened to Tribal Quotes, where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. We are out. Peace out, family.